Could be, yeah. I don't see why not. It's a vision, so it could come out there. Yeah, so that's a really nice scene where we get lots of energy and we get to see 5 brothers on stage saying and doing their thing.
But does it also show the fracture within the group as well?
I think it could start to show some, but how much percentage of those fractures, I don't know. We'll have to improvise it and see what's needed. What do we feel that we need to amplify a bit, take it down a bit. Until we explore it, we can't really say it's just talk. But let's do it and see what it feels like. So, and that's what I've been missing really. I haven't had a chance to even have the brotherhood because it's hard to get you all like cats together in one place at the right time.
Probably tomorrow will be out of your time.
Well, I hope so. Yeah. So that's so then whatever's kind of said here in the brotherhood scene, in terms of some of the goals, objectives that the brothers are kind of saying and doing, that's the follow-through stuff that should come out later on in the play. So, for example, you know, Justice says, right, here's the plan, blah, 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 you know, right, the investment so far is da-da-da, which equals this, and here, blah, 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 and then we're going to have this. Let's just say that, you know, we made that presentation. It's a nice thing for the members to go, yeah, and then someone says, hang on a minute, what about this, what about that? That's bound to happen. Do you see what I mean? He's made this big old speech presentation, and we can start to see the members of the Brotherhood start to question this. Some will go, it's absolutely perfect, clear as day, I get it, yeah, when can I sign up, let's go! Others are like, well, Justice, I don't understand that part, can you just explain that a bit? And that's where we start to see whether how much are they starting to kind of show their problems within the group. Because up until this presentation, we've seen the film, them doing the work, and then when they come out before the presentation or during the presentation, we learn all of the achievements that they've done so far. Do you see what I mean? Some people said, oh yeah, you know, we're really getting recognised on the estate. You know, the young kids are really liking the Saturday morning gym classes that we've been doing. And maybe one person in the Red Brotherhood has been really in charge of that. And maybe one of our brothers has been in charge of this action. So you've got like these 4 or 5 activities that have been developed on the estate. So everybody is kind of saying how great the Brotherhood and we've made progress. And then we start talking about this vision, which Justice has been working on, and maybe this is the first time that we're going to see the whole complete vision. So the backstory would be that you know that he's been cooking it up, and it's not kind of ready. But here today, he's expressing it for the very first time, this vision that he has for the Brotherhood. That's what I think that opening scene is about.
I think the idea about the maintenance service and like employing the youth is a really good idea, because if they're just doing like sports stuff, it's kind of the same as what the youth centre has done. But if he's offering the youth money and it's kind of to do a job, and they're doing a job on the estate, so it's a good PR in terms of they're cleaning up the estate and doing that, the kids are going to be more attracted to coming and doing odd jobs and doing that work than they are to getting no money and going to the youth centre.
But not just money, apprenticeship.
Yeah.
Right, so it builds into like we're building, not just giving them money, we're building them as being ready for work, ready for the world. Yeah.
And he doesn't trust that because he knows the type of apprenticeship that Justice put him into when he was younger. But how can he object to that, because he's actually helping the kids and he's actually helping them on the estate. So I think that would be a clear conflict between the youth centre and the Brotherhood, is that nobody's coming to the youth centre anymore because they've got apprenticeships and they're earning money and they're cleaning up the estate. And everyone on the estate's going to like that as well, because they're getting...
I'm wondering, are we talking about the scene for the Brotherhood, or are we talking about... Because I'm trying to work out the Brotherhood, the scene for this Brotherhood is about what's happening within the Brotherhood. So are you saying we're trying to clarify what exactly, because for me the Brotherhood is about fracture in that moment, and is it necessarily about agreement with the what Justice coming? I may say another thing, how what's Ubuntu's sister the snide little remarks which will later come out.
Yeah, I think what Musa was saying was just how it infers on what he's going to do, but in terms of like what we're going to be doing in the scene,
Yeah.
it's exactly what you're saying. We're going to be building our story,
That's it,
and during that time, people like yourself and Froda will drop you little words which will show that there is fraction within, even though all the big bang happening.
I think
Would the main drive of the scene be what the Brotherhood is doing well in terms of the maintenance service, and then the
Yes.
brand of plan they've got
Yes.
on the outskirts of the scene will be the descent from you and Freddie? So it could never be the main source of the scene is that there's dissent, because then it would be too obvious. It would be like on the outskirts there's just comments and stuff.
I'm not. Let's just hold on how we think that might go down, because essentially we want when that opening second scene, well, you could say it's second scene really. When they come on stage, I think they're coming on with the energy of almost like hearing the results of all of the achievements that have been accumulated. Someone says to someone, "Yeah, well done for doing the litter pickup this week. There were, 4 rubbish bins instead of 1 rubbish." I don't know, something that is positive about. I can't think of the dialogue, but someone says something about the rubbish bins. Someone says, we had 20 kids this week instead of 11 last week. Yeah, and you know what? I've had 4 sign-ups or something. Do you know what I mean? On that element. So we're talking about it and what the achievement was, but then we're also saying what the current thing is about it. So all of this scene really is about their current achievements. And so we're learning as an audience members, this is their history. They've been doing this, they've been doing that, they've been doing that. It's not been easy, but these are the achievements that they kind of come together. And once you've done all of those kind of talks on stage, then I think at some point Justice says, right, just like you would do in any kind of business meeting, on to our next project, or this is what I want to reveal to you guys, the future. Yeah, because things are cooking for us. Residents are more happy with us, and also there needs to be something like, I don't know what it is, but like 4 simple things that the focus of the Brotherhood. 1 could be community safety, 2 could be, because community safety is quite a big area, we need to break that down, and maybe Errol can help us what that actually is. But 1 could be around health and well-being, or leisure, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's always a good one. And then the other 2, we can just pick what those 2, 3, 4 things need to be, as this is the focus for the Brotherhood. Otherwise, if you're trying to do everything, I think it has less impact. I think it's better to pick 4 simple things. And then when I heard someone say about, we fixed the lifts, I would stay away from that. That's fucking big time mechanics, Otis lifts coming in, mechanics. No, you lot guys are not at that level, I'm sorry. I don't know what vision you guys got, but no way you fixing fucking lifts, alright?
Yeah. I'm thinking that, in fact, my vision sounds pretty much like what you just said. But in terms of the first part, we'll talk about our achievements. I'm thinking so as to bolster the relationship and the comradeship between righteous and justice. That's led by righteous, because you're my right hand man, so you're going to about all things you've achieved,